Hello, I'm Wendy Brickman of the Brickman Banter Show and Brickman Marketing, and welcome. I'm so pleased to have as my very, very special guest today, Don Whitaker. He's the owner of the Golden Hammer and a partner in Test of Time. Welcome, Don.
Good afternoon, Wendy.
So tell us a little bit about your background.
Born here on Monterey Peninsula, graduated from Monterey High, went to MPC for a little bit, and then decided that I'd rather be in a job where I could work with my hands. So I started at Nat Mill and Cabinet Company, a local cabinet shop, and who my dad happened to be the superintendent of. So
That's how it
I had
starts.
a little bit of an in on that one.
For your first job, it helps.
Yeah, it was. A lot to learn too, and and having my father teach me was a plus.
Yeah,
You know, so anyhow, that's how I came to be where I'm at. And then I met one time we were out on the job I had on in Pebble Beach, and I met Scott, and we just kind of gravitated to each other. And finally, we got together with Susanna Silva as the Test of Time.
that's right. And tell us about the origin of the name Golden Hammer, though. That's your
Well, that came from a contest that I won, the state of California, through the apprenticeship program. And the top award was the Golden Hammer.
That's great.
And they actually let me have it. It's in my office. And I thought, well, that'd be a good name.
It's a great name.
A little pretentious, perhaps, but something like a goal to strive for.
And you've achieved it several decades later. And we're going to look at some photos now. I'm going to share the screen and we'll see why you have grown into that name. So let's take a look here and we'll move us up a little bit. Let's see right there. So this is the Test of Time, kind of a ad. Luxury estates by renowned artisans, which is exactly true. And we'll talk about some of these images, but you do architectural art in Carmel, Pebble Beach, but far beyond that. As far east as Utah, as far north as Washington, throughout California. Beautiful, beautiful work for people who really appreciate it. So what are we looking at here?
Well, this is a home in Carmel Valley, and this was a remodel for us. The home was existing, and it had the basic what we would call bones.
Yes.
Through the finishing and the work we did inside, we upgraded it perhaps to what it should have been from the original. But you can see it had a lot of nice features to begin with that we had to work with.
Yeah, beautiful. Okay. In this home?
This right here was I can't really place it, but it's an example there again of our finishes and the front door, the entry door that kind of says welcome, come on in.
You could find this home as beautiful as this in Beverly Hills, Bel Air, Pebble Beach, Carmel Valley.
Yeah, there's it's a style of house, and the moldings at the top on the roof line are very nice.
Yes, they are.
Which is, it's the embellishments that make this attractive, but it's not overstated at the same time.
Oh, it's lovely. Beautiful windows too. All right. And let's talk about this one.
This is a house in Carmel, and as you look at it from this viewpoint, it's almost like it's isolated. And truly, when you go into it and into the backyard area, it is isolated amongst other houses. As you can see, the landscaping is quite extensive, and the rock work is very nice. It blends in. It's got earth tones, and the roof is very nice, like a ceramic roof, and it just has a lot going for it. It also has a fountain there as you first look at it. So
Isn't that an antique fountain?
It is an antique fountain.
Yeah, you've told me. Yeah, it's beautiful, and the roof line and the just yeah.
Yeah, it just has the right accents to it. You know, it's in the range of colors. They're not blasting out at you. They're warming. You know, you feel relaxed when you're in that environment.
You're right, and beautiful Carmel by the Sea. Did you work on the garages as well?
Uh, in what way are you asking me that question?
The wood, the carvings.
It's
They're
a
pretty.
it's the whole thing. It's the whole package, right? It's like you can see our where we've been, you know, because this again, we came to this project after it started, and we added to it
The
from
windows are beautiful. The
yeah, the windows, the shutters, the
yes, I think I have a close up coming up with that.
well,
Yeah, this is amazing sanctuary, and really right off Ocean Avenue, a few blocks, right?
it's close. It's close to that. And this is another Carmel house, and we just finished it up. This also was a remodel, but we expanded it by about 500 square feet.
Oh,
And as you can see there again, the
oops,
landscaping
sorry,
is really nice,
sorry. Very nice landscaping. Sorry, and a balcony.
and the balcony and all of the details are kind of set it apart. And it's not overdone, but it is intricate in the same time. You know,
I think Carmel by the Sea has not huge lots.
no, they don't, and it's restricted by a percentage of what you can build on it too. And there are height restrictions also.
Right.
Working within that envelope is, you know, trying at times, but as you can see, there are things you can do that bring out, enhance the view of it. And this has a good bay view too.
Yeah, it's a baby, right? And you work not only with your hands, but with your brain. I mean, the design and the layout.
Well, you know, it's a group effort. You know,
That's right. You have a
start
team
with
of talented artisans. But this one, I think it's mostly you. This is one of my favorites.
yeah, this is a door, an
Came
entry in Los Gatos. It's the walnut is interesting. The doors are walnut and they're French walnut, and so it's a little bit lighter than the Eastern walnut that we use a lot of the times. But there's a lot of carving on this door.
gorgeous. It really makes a statement. And boy, when you get home or you have your guests, we can have guests, it's just stunning. That
Well, the
is really
thing is, it's, and in the house, you don't see the house, you just see the doors. But in the scope of it, those are 10-foot tall doors.
yeah.
So, and a normal door, entry door that's impressive is 8 foot. So it's another 2 feet higher.
Plus,
But it fits, you know, when you see the whole house.
right. You'll have to go and take pictures of that. And at the top, that's kind of a beautiful thing with the glass.
Yeah,
Let's light in.
yeah, let's light in. And actually, when you go through these doors, you go into what's called a great room, and you know, the second story goes up. So it's probably 15 to 20 feet tall,
Wow.
at least. You know, so it's not like you're going into a cramped space. It's wide open there.
And if anybody ever asks why the company's name Test of Time, it's because
I don't know. It's got a nice ring to it.
no, it's because these kind of your work is built to stand the test of time. It's unique, it's custom, it's I don't know. This reminds me of Italy for some reason. I don't know why.
Yeah. I mean,
Borghese.
it's got a European flavor to it.
That's right. One of your specialties is old world.
Yeah. But if you look at that door, you also notice that uh, the panels match. The grain goes all the way up, even
Yes.
from the bottom up. So that really enhances it because it becomes one piece, really.
Yeah.
You know? It was interesting to work with this material because after all, it sailed all the way over here from France.
That's right. Beautiful. And we'll talk a little bit about some more doors.
Yeah,
This one?
this one right here is an interesting project because this was a man cave in Carmel Valley, and so the owner would hang out with his buddies, and he'd smoke cigars, and they had wine down there. And the store actually leads to another storage area underneath the house, and this is all built on an old Carmel River bed. So there's river rock. That river rock you see came from excavating it in that
Wow,
site.
beautiful. I love what kind of, I always ask Don, what kind of wood is that?
That right there is white oak.
Okay, beautiful. And the arch, it's beautiful. And this door?
This door is a Dutch door in Carmel.
White oak?
No, this is walnut. This
Oh,
one's walnut. And this one, later on, you'll see the house this one was in.
okay. It's beautiful too. So you can open the top half, which I've never had one of those Dutch door,
Well,
right?
that's kind of something that's unique to Carmel in a sense. There were a lot of houses years ago that had Dutch doors. So it's kind of like the Carmel cottage theme. If you go and see some of the old time houses,
By
seems
Hugh
like they always had a Dutch door.
Hugh Comstock, maybe?
Yeah, him too, but others also. It's just like the bungalow type artist community door, I guess.
Well, it's very welcoming, and of course you may be behind tall gates to do that.
Not in Carmel.
Yeah, it's pretty sleepy.
This
That's
is
good.
it. This is the opening with it open. That's what the opening.
Oh, that's the same. Okay, great.
Yeah.
And the context, yeah. And that's in Carmel by the Sea.
Right.
That's a beautiful, lovely. And fresh air. We do have fresh air here. Right by the ocean. It's a few blocks from the ocean, really.
Yes, it is. Yeah. And actually, it's close to town too, so it's ideal for somebody who likes that community feeling. Because you can walk around and you can be anywhere in Carmel.
And we have all this al fresco dining now. You can drink and walk home, and
That's
it,
true.
I kind of like all the new al fresco dining. I like the again the window treatment over there with the flowers, and very charming.
It's
That's Carmel.
inviting, is what it is.
Pardon me?
It's inviting.
Yeah, very inviting. Very charming. This, I feel like it's in Pebble Beach, is it?
Yeah, this one's in Pebble Beach, and it's an entryway. It's like a gate, is what it is.
Into a courtyard?
Yeah, it's like a fortress. It's almost.
Yeah, well, that's Pebble.
But it's got a nice touch. It's the rock work is nice and subdued. It's not flashy. It blends in. It's really pleasant to look at.
Yeah, the window, the peak of the window over there. I like the glass inset. Is that what it's called? In the glass panes lets light in.
Yeah, it does.
Because other solid doors are dark. So how do you get light in? And you guys are very creative about having light enter the homes.
Yeah, but remember, it's a courtyard, so that's just a wall there. It's a thick wall, but it doesn't go back.
But it's nice when you have glass in the door too. And speaking of glass in the door, this is one of my favorites.
Yeah, with the ironwork in it.
Yes, and the reflection. This
is also a door for Pebble Beach entry door. These doors are really thick. At the thickest point, they're about 3.5 inches thick. Wow. So they're really sturdy. That goes with the construction of a big house. Your entry doors should kind of match the strength of whatever you're building it to, right?
And I'll give a plug to your website, testedtime.com. There's a lot of articles about doors and kitchens that people may enjoy reading, and we talk about dazzling doors. Dazzling doors. Okay, now we'll talk. This was in the other home, wasn't it?
Yeah, shutters. This is the one in Carmel, and as you can see, we've got some cut glass there, and that's actually into a garage.
Wow.
But the shutters kind of set the whole thing off, and if you look at the panel, It's got a raise in it, kind of like a V raise. The center line you can see. It's kind of hard to see depth from just a photograph, but that's what's going on right there.
And little pegs or something. Those are cute.
Yeah. And then you have the straps, the strap hinges, and the lock for the shutters, but they're not operating. They're
Yeah, we don't have too many hurricanes, thankfully. No, very beautiful.
well, they're just an accent on that.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Okay, now we'll go inside, like to a typical bedroom.
Right. Now, if you come up a little bit more, you can see that the floor right there is the accent of this room.
Gorgeous.
And yeah, it's a handmade. We made that floor and we put it down, and the doors are open. It's got a pair of doors that go out into the patio there, and it was shot on a really nice day, as you can see. It kind of makes you want to go outside.
It does.
Sitting
And look, there's chairs right there.
Yeah, really, just chill out.
Yeah. Did you make the bed or no? The bed frame?
No, I didn't make that frame.
But you do sometimes.
I do make beds, yes.
And tables. Yeah, that's beautiful. Is that like a guest bedroom, master? I don't know.
That one I would think is a guest bedroom.
Yeah, I would think so. What, with your flow out into the patio. Have your coffee outside. This looks more like a master bedroom to me. I don't know.
Yeah, this one right here is another example of the finished product. You've got your arched window with the cut glass in it, and then you have your limestone floor with it's got the same kind of color as the walls, if you'll notice, which is a play off of that. And then we put a finish on the bed to kind of bring it all together.
It's beautiful, very relaxing sanctuary. Looks like. Let's talk about closet space and closets.
This right here is a closet. It's for a Carmel Valley house, and so it's pretty elaborate. It was nice to build that because you don't normally get an opportunity to have that much detail in a closet.
No, it's beautiful. Reminds me of those celebrity closets with all their shoes, but it's stunning.
Well, closet space in a house, as storage space in general, is at a premium. Really, it's very important to allow for a lot of storage.
I agree. And maximize space. Those are cute floors too.
Tile floors.
But built-ins, just lovely. All right, next we have an office where we're all spending a lot of time these days. Home office.
Yeah, this is the one in Carmel, and it shows what the woodwork for one thing, and that desk I made.
Wow.
So.
French doors.
Yeah, French doors.
And the windows.
And the windows.
Is this like a mirror just sitting there?
Yeah, it's just sitting there. Right. Yeah, I don't think it was hung when this picture was taken.
Right. And the beam ceiling, were you involved with that or no?
Oh yeah, we put the beams up.
Yeah, that's a big part of your work. I mean, beams add so much to a home's.
Well, it's really the total package from.
Right. Always.
You could call it from ground up.
Yeah.
There's a start and there's a finish.
Well, it's a beautiful finish. I'd love to work in that office. Look at the light, it's just so nice. And you can pull the blinds down if it's too bright.
Yeah, and the garden's really nice looking too.
Yep. And this is a garden. Is this the garden that goes with that?
Yeah, this is the garden.
Ah.
Remember the chairs? There they are. They're inviting you.
That's right. That's right. From the other side. Right. Right. Yeah. And what is this? It's kind of a growing ivy, something?
Yes, right? Ivy on a it's like a fire pit.
Really. Okay. This is like a fire pit here, the metal?
Yeah, it is.
And I like I like the fence. You do a lot of fences as well, right?
Well, we do fences, and actually, in this particular case, the owner he built this fence himself.
Wow, with a little guidance.
With a little guidance.
Yeah, you have a very, if anybody's in the area, you will give them, and they're interested in your work, you could give them a tour of your shop
Oh, sure.
in Pacific Grove. Yeah. But yeah, I've seen you make a lot of fences, and that's important in a smaller lot too, if you want to have a
Well,
little private.
if you want to have some privacy
Right.
or the
Right.
feeling, it's actually the feeling of privacy, really.
Yes. Right. It's beautiful. I like all that stone. Is that Carmel stone or?
Yeah, that's Carmel stone.
Right. Beautiful. Okay. Well, those beams. Did you get into these beams as well?
Oh, yeah, of course, of course. And this is a great room on the house in Carmel, the one with the Dutch door.
Yes.
This is inside. We did all the windows, the beams, and rearranged a lot of stuff. We raised the ceiling up to a open beam ceiling. It wasn't like that before. Gave it more space. When you walk in and to an open beam ceiling, I've always liked that because it seemed bigger than just
Yeah,
a normal.
absolutely.
You know.
And the windows and doors, are there doors there too? But I see a lot of windows, which makes it bright
We made the
and
window.
airy.
Yeah.
And the fireplace, I know you do a lot of fireplace mantles and
Yeah, we did pretty much except for the TV.
everything in that room.
No,
The
we didn't do
tea
the
table.
we didn't do the end tables. No, just
But is
kidding.
that a window seat? I can't tell.
Yeah, we did the window seat.
Nice.
Yeah.
Beautiful. The floors,
And the floors. Yeah.
which are made out of.
Those are walnut right there.
Yeah. Yeah, you understand all the properties of the right wood for the right project. Okay, this looks like a wine or wine
It's
storage.
a wine cabinet. It's a refrigerator. And I guess when I had this picture taken. Of course, you can see it doesn't have a stain on the door, but I had just made that door
Right. You should be proud.
and installed it. That's a nice door.
It is. Beautiful. And I like when you do refrigerator surrounds anyway. This is the theme of these pictures are wineries. Okay, wine.
Yeah, the whole thing is that this is wine storage, right? And
Off the living room, maybe.
well, and it's like it gives it that cellar look without being underground, really. You know, it's like entering a different environment when you pass through that door.
Yeah, like the Middle Ages. Kind of.
Yeah.
Beautiful stone.
I guess it's a place to get away in your own house.
Right. Travel to Europe without leaving the Monterey Peninsula.
For sure.
This is one of my favorites as well. Let's talk about, this is an intricate scene. Talk about that one.
That's the china cabinet right there.
Right. Beautiful.
This is a kitchen. We did beam work there. It's also a remodel.
Island.
You have the island cabinet and the arch door.
Stunning.
And then the clock tower cabinet.
That's right. French antique.
Which goes into an alcove, actually. It's actually a lot deeper than it appears right there.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorites. And this one's another kitchen.
Yeah. This is a kitchen in Carmel.
Okay. Beautiful. Looks like a surround on the refrigerator there.
Yeah,
this is
look close up of that.
And the fireplace.
Yeah, the fireplace, right.
Which we need. And this is one of my favorites.
Yeah, island cabinet.
That would hold so much.
Yeah, really heavy too.
But it's beautiful.
I think it took like 6 guys to put that in the house.
It's not going anywhere. This is another favorite. Beautiful stairwell.
Base in Carmel Valley.
Wow, beautiful, beautiful. And this one, we talk about gates.
Oh yeah, this is a gate in Pebble Beach. This gate is made from old water tower,
Ah,
and they're like 3 inches thick by the planks were 3 inches thick by I think it was 7 or 8 inches. So we recycled it into this gate right here, and as you can see, it's weathered since we put it in.
beautiful.
Yeah,
I like that you recycle woods too. That's just cool. And here's a garage.
yeah. This is the garage to that one house that we
Yeah,
see.
the CC, right?
Yeah,
Beautiful. And the tile. Is that
yeah.
tile?
The cobblestones.
Cobblestones.
Yeah.
Yeah. And here's a little peek at your.
Yeah, I don't know who that is, but he looks like he's hard at work.
He does, and his colleague, and it's a big shop in Pacific Grove. And I would say here, how can people reach you?
Well, we can go to our website,
Right?
tyme.com, and we have an office number, 831-655-2008, and you can leave a message. And that's a pretty good way, I think.
Yeah, the website has so much, great examples and great articles. So testoftyme.com. And thank you so much, Don, for joining us.
Well, thank you for having me.
Sure. Good night, everyone.